Not a lot has changed since last time. I've scratched it up quite a bit more. And I've added a few protective parts from Nice CNC. And today we're doing more Nice CNC. They actually sent me a little goodie bag. So let's see what's in here. We'll start with that one. Let's see. Ooh! Foot pegs. As you can see in the rear, they tilt down on this like extended part, which might look funny, but I think there's some utility in that. We'll just have to try them out. Very nice. Excited to try those. Ooh, a fan. Now, I have used a few different fans. There are other fan kits out there, cheaper than this. And I've tried a few of those, but this feels way more redundant. And the fan is quite a lot bigger. There's an obvious difference in quality. Very excited about that. So this is a new throttle housing, some bling, gotta have that. And this is a protective part for the lower right fork. On the left side I already have the nice CNC brake disc protector, which also protects the fork at the bottom. So this is a way to match that on the right side. Also a bit of bling, which I don't mind. And ooh, I think this might be the part I'm most excited about. Yes. Yes. Look at that. As you guys know, I do love the front number plate from the motocross bikes rather than the OEM light, but winter is coming. Mind you that I live in Sweden. It's gonna be dark for 8 months. So a light is a must, and I don't mind this one. I think we're gonna start with this actually. So let's remove the front number plate. So let's remove the old headlight. And like that, this one's out. Should I do the new one or the old one? Let's do the old one. It looks okay. This has only been used for 4 or 5 hours, so should be good. I never thought I'd get this excited about the headlight. And just like that, it's in there. Now this is such an easy install as well. Easily under 5 minutes. And it's not like I've been stressing about it. Now, should we do a rival sticker on here maybe? Let's do a red and orange rival sticker on there as well. Nice. Wow. That's nice. That's really, really nice looking. I'm gonna have to show you the way it looks. Look at that. Wow. Let's do the foot pegs next. This is gonna be great. I keep seeing people posting videos about how to change the foot pegs with a focus on the spring. Not once in my life have I had an issue with the spring. What I do have an issue with every time are the sprints. These things. I don't know if you can see that. But these are never a good time. Which I guess is the point. The point is they should be impossible to remove, because that way your foot peg stays on and you don't die. It should pop out like so. Take a look at it again. It's a weird look, but as I said, I think there is utility to this. Very excited to try it. So what I do, I guide this in just enough for it to hang. Then I use something like this, empty, just flattened, just to push on the spring. And then it's hammer time. Usually it doesn't go straight through, but then I just drop this because it's already inside the spring. The spring is now centered. So I just need to look this way to see where I need to guide it. And I use the foot peg itself to guide it. So something like that. Boom, and we're through. Easy. And these sprints, I don't like them long, so I usually cut them off at like 1/3 of the way. And we'll just twist this into place. And there we are. Another simple 5-minute install. I'm trying to make sure I keep these short and twirl them quite tight. I don't want my boots to snag or my pants in winter or, you know, whatever. Yeah, super excited to try this out tomorrow. So what's next? Oh, let's do the fan. So the fan goes on this side. So for this we're gonna have to remove the tank. Oof, nasty. Nasty stuff. Here we go, and the fuel connection. Gas all over my fingers. Like so. That's nasty. Wow. Yuck. I have not researched this one bit. I'm just gonna wing it. Sorry about the nasty bike, but that's just the way she goes sometimes. I might have spent a few hours in a bog this past weekend, so stay tuned for that video. I'm guessing it's gonna fit something like that. So the connector is in here, super easy to find. Impossible to confuse with another one. And that's the fan in place. Very nice. Let's put the tank back on. So, pretty stoked on having a fan again. I haven't had that on this bike yet. As I said before, there are cheaper fans out there, and the quality of those are not really up to par, let's say. Also, if I were to have issues, I would much rather have issues with a product I bought from a known company and not one that I bought from an anonymous Chinese vendor on eBay. So yeah, I'm gonna go with nice CNC every time. So let's rip into the next thing. Ooh, this looks nice. So let's see. Seems simple enough. So in the box you get these longer screws and some spacers. So before I fasten it, I'm just gonna hang the spacers onto the screws. Beautiful. I might as well show you. This is the other protective part from Nice CNC, and this is solid. This is thick. I put this on like 4 or 5 weeks ago, I think. And again, super easy to assemble, looks super nice, and it also has the protection underneath, which we are now matching on this side. Same thing here, has been on for 4 to 6 weeks or something. This does get smashed up, but it's holding up so nice. Very nice, super easy to install. And by the way, this is also by Nice CNC. This is now the 3rd bike that I use this on. So I have been a customer of Nice CNC for a long time. Now let's do the final part. Pretty excited about this one as well, actually. So this is the new throttle housing. Whoo! Nice. Let's remove this one. Whoops. I recently switched to the black cam. So the cams are different sizes, which decides how far you can pull the throttle. You still get the same min and max, just at a shorter or longer distance. The gray is the OEM. That's the longest one. After that comes the black, which I'm using now, which is a tad shorter. After that, if you want to go even shorter, it's the white one. So from longest to shortest, it's gray, black and white. Weird order, just the way it is. Wow, This is super high quality. Fits together so nice you can barely even see the seam. Super, super nice stuff. I have to tell you, I don't mind the bling at all. Super nice. Can't wait to twist that tomorrow. Listen to that snap. Super stoked on this. I'm actually going riding tomorrow, so I'll be able to review everything. I mean, the protective parts, they are what they are. As long as they don't fall apart, we know what they do. And I feel confident that these are not gonna fall apart. Stoked on the light, it looks amazing. I do enjoy the bling, not gonna lie, I do enjoy the bling. But the thing I'm most excited about, I have to say, are the foot pegs. We all know how many guys, as soon as they get into Enduro, get different offset foot pegs that are further down, further back. This has that functionality. I've also noticed that when I ride whoops and stuff, I tend to tilt my foot like so, pushing into the bike to keep the rear wheel down. Now I have the ability to do the same thing over a much wider patch, which I have a feeling is gonna feel great. I'm going riding tomorrow. I'll be back with a review later in this video. So, to summarize, loving the foot pegs and the headlight speaks for itself. So that ride took place a few days ago. I was just reviewing the footage and something happened to my camera, so it cut out. And by the way, the headlight looks extremely underwhelming on the GoPro footage. It's actually insane how good that headlight is. Anyway, let's do a sort of 1 minute review of everything. Headlight looks amazing, works amazing. The OEM one is great nowadays on this generation. This one way better. It's got a way bigger patch and the patch sort of fades out. The OEM light is quite harsh. The patch is quite small. To me, that's distracting, seeing an orb bouncing around in front of you. This one is a wider patch with way softer edges. To me, this is better and it looks way cooler. Again, the protective parts, they are what they are. The throttle housing, way better quality than OEM, and it looks amazing. The most interesting part in all of this is the foot pegs for sure. The extended part works not only as a sort of ankle saver, but it's a super nice way to get that extra contact with the bike and extra feel when you push the rear down. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. So the foot pegs are staying on for sure. So follow the link in the description. Take a look. If you decide to buy anything, make sure you use my code for 11% off. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.